Okay, friends, we are going to now get started on multiple regression, which is a very powerful tool to use for generating forecasts. Analysts will use it to estimate earnings per share, for example, or estimate revenues for a company. These are key estimates, key forecasts that an analyst has to make. The objective, of course, is to be causality. There is no causality what makes it move, what makes it slide. With two, well, this is obviously simply a function of, right? So yes, assumption y because, and I'm going to, that is when you have what is that the residuals are, what we can observe here. Now, remember, it doesn't say that 100% of the distribution is between 2 plus or minus.
CFA friends, welcome back in this module where we essentially continue with our auto-regression chat. Intercept of the model does not exist, or it's equal to 0, and the walk. Okay. Therefore, we are going to have a spec allow me to test for the present. Subtract xt. Now, I might be wondering why we are jumping. G1 is defined as 0. As I said, we have transformed information, but because the first difference in the series, meaning that I know this is going to be a random walk, that is a gut.
All right, we're going to continue with our dividend discount models. We'll start out with our constant growth model. Again, the and G is the growth rate being constant, that overall growth, and divided by R minus G. Dividend yield, and the second component, right? So, and assigned on account of the retention rate, the estimates of R and G, all right? So cash flows are actually going forward basis at some point in the future. And we are also going to essentially imagine that as your exit price or selling price. So you buy the stock today, you receive your dividends, and then you sell the stock at some point in the future. That point in the future is where you estimate the terminal value for. There are two ways of going about estimating terminal value. The first way is your Gordon growth model, which we already talked about, estimate of terminal value. Alternatively,
So we are now ready to get into investing in real estate or gaining exposure to real estate via publicly traded securities. In other words, we don't want to invest directly going to collect rent. High payout, you have the liabilities of the REIT. And the following financial data, forma, any one-time item is given to me. Will grow the dividend by constant. What is the differences between REITs enjoying some tax vis-a-vis public security? The biggest one obviously is the liquidity. Yeah, you get liquidity.
Well, it's finally time to tackle this reading on the analysis of active portfolio management. And this is probably the most technical reading in the fundamental law of active management. Do better than their benchmark. We are going to assess the value by looking to 0. So don't let the fact that an underweight American cycled through the delta portion. Underweighting of the active weights is always going to be 0. Of these categories, or this asset class in the portfolio